What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to talk about AMC, GME as well as the broader market. After that we're going to check the options flow for all three of them. So today AMC was up for 10.19%. That's a lot of move that's coming into the AMC stock. As we can see clearly, the average volume on AMC is around 46.32 million, but today's volume was around 51.17 million, slightly above than the average volume. And what was the reason behind this move today in the AMC Entertainment stock? Was just due to the news that came out today. AMC stock alert, the theater news sending AMC stock soaring today. AMC is opening two new theaters, but it's likely won't be enough to save it in a long run. That's investor place. All these mainstream medias, they are spreading a FUD around AMC. They don't want this company to go. As we can see clearly in the article, they are setting up a narrative towards, say, Netflix. People are more into sitting in their home and watching Netflix rather than going out for a movie. Now, like I mentioned in my yesterday's video, the option flow was completely towards the bearish side of the AMC. So I really had an idea regarding what's going to happen next. These hedge funds, they can actually see the positions that you are buying. They know what put positions you are buying and at what strike price. Just in order to hedge those put positions, they definitely increase the price today. And this is just a temporary bump that we are getting today. It's nothing major news coming out of the company, but a 10% rise in a stock is a lot. Now when we come over to GME had an increase of 12.96% for the day. It went a high of $117.67. As we can see clearly over here, average volume on GME is around 2.99 million, but today's volume was around 4.93 million. That's almost double the volume that we experienced today in GME, which is a very bullish sentiment towards the stock. Now when we have a look over to the SPY was up for 0.82% for the day. It went up almost $451.92 for the day. As we know, we are still having a little bit of bullish momentum coming into the SPY, but we know this is all temporary. We might experience some more volatility coming into the entire broader market as soon as we hear some sort of a news coming out of Europe regarding Russia and Ukraine, or we hear something out of the Fed. Now let's have a look at the options flow for AMC. Now, by looking at the options flow, I can tell you very clearly the big whales are onto the downside of the stock. They are buying put options, but the best thing these individuals are doing, they are giving enough time to themselves. If there is a spike in AMC, these put options are not going to go completely worthless. They will have some sort of a value in it, but according to the current scenario surrounding the AMC stock, we don't know what's going to happen. When I bring down a premium a little bit, we can see clearly there are some call buyers as well. Some of these individuals are buying call options and they are giving enough time to themselves. They are not rushing their call options into very close expiration date. They are giving enough time towards the put side as well as to the call side. But by looking at the options flow, it's very clear that it's more on to the put side. That means the stock is going to go down from here onwards. Like I mentioned in my video yesterday, the retail investors are getting a little bit greedy onto the downside of AMC, which could be very detrimental for their position because this stock is very volatile, same as GME. If you try start buying put options on AMC as well as GME, the market maker can actually see what you are doing. They will start hedging your position, which will just only make you lose more money. Now when we come over to the options flow for GME, by looking at the options flow, it's very clear the big whales are on to the downside for the stock, and some of them are actually doing some sort of a YOLO. The stock is going to go down. There were these put buyers. One was $115 put buyer, one was $110 put buyer, which is going to expire in 2 days. And these two individuals, one of them is paying $302,000 for $115 put, and another one is paying $192,000 for $110 put, which is going to expire in another 2 days, which is a very risky bet, but they are very confident it's going to go down from here onwards. There were some of the call buying that happened today. People are still having their faith in GameStop, and they are believing that the stock is going to go up from here onwards, but majority of the whales are onto the downside for the stock. When I bring down the premium a little bit and see what the retail is actually doing, they are also onto the bearish side for the stock, but some of the retail are still buying call options. Now let's come over to the options flow for the SPY. Now, as we can see clearly, right at market close, there were some put buying happening into the SPY, and these are basically whales, and they are betting that the SPY is going to go down from here onwards, and they are buying a very close short date 5 days expiration contract, and they are betting $1.2 million for $435 put, and one individual is betting $2.1 million for $445 put, and they are betting that the SPY is going to go down from here onwards, which could be a very risky bet, but these individuals are betting this kind of money in order to SPY to go down. We know we are in a very sensitive situation right now. Any negative news that comes out of Europe can tank the overall broader market as well as the worldwide market, and we are waiting for the CPI number to be released on Thursday, and Jerome Powell will be speaking soon, which can create a lot of fear into the broader market. We just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. For the meanwhile, by looking at the options flow, there is nothing else more suspicious coming out of this SPY. So thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Cheers.